If men is the least political discipline in figure skating, ice dance is by far the most politically leaning of the discipline. It has always been this way and it will remain this way. Now, we have confirmation that Diana Davis and Gleb Smoking are training at the Ice Academy of Montreal. I am. Yes, yes, Diana and Gleb are now at the Gabor Center. Marie-France Debris and Patrick Lazon are now recipient of the good Putin money. Let us not lie to ourselves. Diana and Gleb are financially supported by Ekaterina, who makes her money from Putin state-sponsored sports and shows. The truth is the truth. Now, I know there are many people who are like, how could I am take this group in? Listen, the fact that people thought that I am was above the political gutter of ice dance is cute. The rise of I Am was organized by King Snake in the ice dance gutter, Didier Goldherrer. Didier was so corrupt that only a sex abuse scandal forced him from his dictatorship. This man had a dictatorship going on in France, and it took a whole scandal to topple him. This same guy, this Didier, was the guy that helped Marie-France reach her current level. If you are learning from snakes, of course you will learn how to move like a snake. Let's be honest. I am needed more power, and joining force with Iteri Tuberetsi got them the power that they needed. You see, I am had a problem. With the retirement of Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer, and the semi-retirement of Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cizeron, I am lost their power grip on the top of the ice dance podium. I say semi-retirement for Gabby and Guillaume, however, I think they are done. From the interviews given by Gabby, her experience at IM was less than great, and she seems overskating. Guillaume is also coaching and working as a choreographer. Uh, I don't see them coming back. You never know, but I don't see them coming back. So for the last 2 years, IM has been losing control over the ice dance podium. They have Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. And you know I love Madison. And I adore Evan. However, they are not the best competitors. We saw this during the two last world competition where Madison and Evan were awarded two world titles. They did not convincingly win these titles. Madison and Evan have always faltered under pressure and failed to deliver when it counted the most. Next season, Worlds will be in the US, which means the pressure on Madison and Evan will be even greater. If they are not perfect, IM will need the power that Iteri brings in order to get them that third world title. Even more problematic for IM is the fact that the next pair that they were about to push up the rank, Laurence Fournier Boudry and Nikolai Sorenstiel, are dealing with a sex scandal with a victim accusing Nikolai of a horrific sexual assault. Another pair being pushed by IM is Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson. I adore Lila and Lewis. They are a favorite of mine. They are super entertaining. They are a great fan favorite. However, they do not have the skating skills of their competitors, and the skating audience will only accept so much. We all saw what happened in Japan when IM tried to push Lila and Lewis ahead of the Italian team. Everybody called bullshit. In my opinion, the best pair currently at IM is Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga, my little Lala couple. They have the talent, the skating skill, and the fan appeal to make it to the top. However, because ice dance is a slow moving sport, getting to the top of the podium is not going to be easy for them. So, given all of these problems, of course, Marie-France Toubre and Team IM would accept a deal to join with Iteri Tuberetsi. Eteri comes with the power of not only Russia and Georgia, but all the Eastern European countries who tend to vote with Russia. Figure skating is a sport driven by politics, and ice dance is the discipline of political snakes. Now, while I can understand the move that I am made, what I will not get on board with is the Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin are a great pair narrative that I know I am will try to shove down our throat. Next season, I fully expect to see Diana and Gleb smoking on the podium at their Grand Prix assignments. I fully expect them to see them on the podium at European, and I fully expect to see them top 6 at Worlds. I know that they will be pushed ahead of other teams that are much better than them, including favorites of mine, Hannah Len and Ye Kwan, Natalie Tashlerova and Philippe Tashler, as well as Julia Tequila and Mateus Velus. I also feel bad for poor Maria Kazakova and Gregory Revia because they have to pray that Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin makes it to the top 10 in worlds so that they can get a chance to represent Georgia internationally. Because otherwise, that one spot will always be given to Diana and Gleb. IAM will also have to sacrifice more of their own teams in order to push up Diana and Gleb. I can see teams like Evgenia Lerapova and Jeffrey Bassard, Marie-Jade Laurent and Romain Laga, and even the young team of Oma Brown and Cage Brown, all being thrown under the bus to promote Diana and Gleb Smokin's supposed rise. I will say it now, and I will say it every time this happens. I will be screaming bloody murder at the top of my lung. Because if we stand for nothing, then we will fall for anything, and that is including the narrative of the newfound greatness of Diana Davis that will be sold by IAM this season. While I am not looking forward to this, I am looking forward to teams like Christina Carrera and Anthony Paramorenko, as well as Amelia Zengras and Vladim Kolesnik. Christina and Anthony are being pushed as the heir apparent to U.S. ice dance. And with Scott Moyer as their coach, I can see this happen. For me, it will be all about their program and packaging. They are not a team that I have gravitated towards so far, but that's only because I adored them as juniors. I loved them as juniors. I thought they had so much personalities. I thought they had so much potential. I just feel like as seniors, I don't see that potential and that personality. So I really hope that their packaging comes through this season and I really get to see who Christina and Anthony is. Last season, they had good programs, but ask me what those programs were, and I really couldn't tell you. All I know is Christina had a fabulous dress. That's about it. I really, really want them this season to come so well packaged that I'm like, yes, this is the team that should take over for Madison and Evan. On the other hand, a team that I truly am invested in is Amelia and Vadim. I see so much talent, potential, and charisma in this team. And I'm saying this even though I did not love their Liberian girl rhythm dance, nor did I love their Beauty and the Beast free dance. But I remembered both. I remember what they did for the rhythm dance and I remember what they did for the free dance. Why? Because they're so charismatic, because they're so talented. This is a team that is so unique that I want to give them everything. But Igor and his tacky program. I've seen clips on Instagram of the new program that they're working with. And I want to have hope because it seems like maybe Igor heard my endless crying and decided to, outsource the program. Or maybe Igor is finally inspired and he's now starting to choreograph like he used to choreograph. Whatever it is, last season this team had ups and downs, but they were still so memorable that the talent is there. This season, I want this to be their building season. I want them to have the kind of packaging that gives the judges permission to just put them on the podium. I'm also very interested in the pairing of Annabelle Morozov and Jeffrey Chen. Two very talented skaters with super tiger skating parents. In one corner, you have Master Snake in the gutter, Nikolai Morozov. While in the other, you have Mama Chen. What is it? Hishu Hit-sen? I probably butchered that name. But Mama Chen managed to get Karen Chen to two Olympics. Two Olympics. One of them she's about to have a gold medal for. Karen Chen is about to be a gold medal Olympian. Thanks to Mama Chen. With these two giants in the mix, this combination can either be the greatest thing that happens to ice dance or the greatest train wreck that happens to ice dance. I'm hoping this is the greatest thing that happens to ice dance because they're both so fabulously talented that I definitely see something there. Either way, I am here for it. I'm very much looking forward to this new pairing. Um, I don't see much changing in the ice dance this season. I still think the top three will be Madison Chalk, Evan Bates, Piper, Gillis, Paul Poirier, and then Charlene Gannard and Marco Fabri. I think Paul and Piper may be able to knock Madison and Evan off of the podium depending on what kind of program they have. For me, I love the uniqueness of Paul and Piper, but that uniqueness doesn't always score well with the judges. So how do they take their uniqueness and manage to get two programs that elevates them, that speaks to the audience and speaks to the judges that's really where they need to focus next season. I feel like it's less likely for Charlene and Marco to knock Madison and Chalk off of the top simply because their packaging, while it was much better last season than what they have, they do not tend to have great packaging. As much as I love Barbara Fusapoli, she's such a great character. She's not the best. I mean, I've seen some of her old competition. Ugh, that packaging girl, it was questionable. I mean, the time period for it was the time period, but it was still questionable. I don't feel like she's got the greatest marketing team, the greatest packaging team. I think she's a wonderful coach. I think she's incredible at teaching the technicals. For me, technically, the Italians are the stronger of the three team. But in terms of program, in terms of packaging, I pray to God they stay away from all Elvis related songs this season because if not, it's going to be a very long season for me with them. But I don't see them knocking Madison off of that top of the podium. I think Piper and Paul have a better chance. But I still think those will be the top three for at least this season. There is a good chance that Lila Fierce and Lewis Gibson or Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga they can manage to break into the top three this season, but it's going to be difficult. But if one team did have to break in to the top three this season, for me, it would have to be the Lala couple. Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga. I just feel like this team has so much potential, and I don't think their age should keep them held down. I think we should focus on their skills. They have beautiful skating skills. They have some of the best programs we've seen in the last 3 seasons, if I have to say. They're musical. They're personable. This is the team that I hope the judging system award for everything that they're doing and forget about the fact that they're so young. Honestly, I feel like everything will really depend on the rhythm dance. When I first heard the theme for the rhythm dance was Dance Party, guys, for the first time ever, I was like, okay, I'm going to be skipping the entire rhythm dance this season because I really didn't feel like having a repeat of the 80s, which was just a major disappointment for me. It was such a great opportunity with so much wonderful music, and the choreographers just decided they were going to poo-poo it. So I was like, nope, 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 I'm going to skip it. But then they said it's going to be the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and the joy returned to my life because, guys, those 3 periods have so much beautiful music. There is so much. I mean, come on, dream lover, so I don't have to dream alone. Or we could do Let's Twist Again. like we did last summer. Or you could even go, you can't hurry, love. Oh, you just have to wait. Oh, only you can make my. Or we can even go, Mr. Lonely. I'm so lonely. We can even go classic. What a wonderful world. Or when the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Or for the Spanish favor, ba la ba ba la ba bum ba. Come on. Oh, we can even go with freak out. Again, back to the classic. When I fall in love. So many big tunes. So many beautiful music to pick for. And I still have this horrifying feeling that we're still going to get a lot of Grease Lightning and Elvis. Please, choreographers, have some pride in your craft and give us some worthwhile music and some programs in the rhythm dance that will not make me want to fast forward every competition. Please, Ice Dance.